So what we're going to do is 1935 now, which is to show how you would use a Wittig reaction to prepare the following alkenes from the corresponding halides and carbonyls. So in general, when we want to do a Wittig reaction in reverse, what we need to do is break across a double bond, okay? And then one side of that double bond, what I'm going to put is a carbonyl. And on the other side, what I'm going to put initially is going to be this ylid here, this CH minus PPH3 plus, okay, the negative positive ylid, okay, where the key bond that's being formed now is between this carbon, which is the same as this carbon here, and this other carbon as well, okay, so this now is this new bond that's between this ylid carbon and the carbonyl carbon. This ylid in turn could have come from the corresponding alkyl halide, so this benzyl bromide, and in the forward direction what that would look like is two steps. It would first be a nucleophilic attack of triphenylphosphine on this carbon to kick off the bromide, followed by in a separate step deprotonation of that CH2 to form an anion, so CH minus PPH3 plus. This ylid formation now comes from this halide. This ylid reacts with the carbonyl reacting partner to form in the first step a oxaphosphatane intermediate that collapses to give me the desired carbonyl. Again, I could break these alkenes in a number of ways and put the halide on different sides of this. The key limitation to the Wittig reaction doesn't care that much, alright? But the key limitation is that the Wittig reaction, the halide has to be something that can be attacked by the PPH3 nucleophile, the triphenylphosphine nucleophile, okay? And for all practical purposes, what that means is that the halide has to be primary so that it can undergo this initial nucleophilic attack by triphenylphosphine. Alright, similarly, I can look at a compound like this and break the molecule down this alkene, put the carbonyl on this side, and the ylid on the other side with the benzene. This ylid is the same ylid that I've seen here, which could have come now from benzyl bromide via nucleophilic attack. If I try to break this is important, guys, if I try to break this in the other way to form now a carbonyl here, okay, so try to make this guy my carbonyl and make this one my halide. What that's going to do for me is now form this guy now as my halide, as my ylid, sorry, and then that ylid could theoretically have come from this guy being attached to the bromide. Alright, however, that secondary bromide is going to be too hindered to be displaced efficiently by the triphenylphosphine. Alright, so this step is not going to proceed well, which means that breaking the alkene in this direction is not going to be productive, and that limits me to making this particular alkene from this kind of Wittig reaction. Alright, so that's the answers to 1935.